because Donald Trump insists on keep going on TV and saying he has the authority and power to nationalize elections and take over elections, I feel like I have to address this thing because he's not going to stop and people are going to be nervous about it. So listen to him here, say it here.
Remember this, they're really an agent. They're really accumulating the votes for who wins an election. If they can't do it honestly and it can't be done properly and timely, then something else has to happen.
So we'll start with the fact that when Donald Trump is in office, his first term, he says Article 2 says I can do anything I want. That's not true. He says states are agents of the states. No, they're not. States are sovereign entity. There's actually a clause. It's called the anti-commandeering clause in the Constitution that says the federal government cannot commandeer states to do anything. You know, I know that Donald Trump's administration tried to sue the states for not helping them with their enforcement of immigration. And you know what happened? The courts were like, you can't do that. 10th Amendment, states are sovereign entities. You can't force them to do shit. States have the rights to count the ballots, design their ballots, do all sorts of stuff. That's in their purview under the United States Constitution. The only way they can change is Congress. I don't know if this fool realized he has a 1-vote lead in the House. Congress, you need 2/3 of Congress. They don't even have a majority in the House right now. So he doesn't have the votes in Congress to even do the first part. So he definitely doesn't have 2/3 majority in Congress. Then after that passes, 2/3 of the states, meaning 38 states, you really think that all these states are going to give up their right to? First of all, an idiot. Elections include local elections, state elections. They're unique to their states. They're going to give that over to the established systems that have already been placed, going to give that and nationalize it. He is panicking because, as I've said before in previous videos, this fool is about to lose the midterm. And he knows what that comes with that. Steve Bannon said it, we're all going to jail. Because what happens, they've been running a tear in this country, destroying the damn country for a year and a month now. I'm so tired. I feel like it's been 10 years. And when you know what comes with when the Republicans, the Democrats regain the Congress in the fall, if we make it that long, if he makes it that long, you get the right to subpoena. You get all of those chairmanships. People control the agenda, control the hearings. They go in the hands of Democrats. So you're no longer the chair. So the chair controls the agenda. The chair can subpoena people. And if they don't come, they go to jail. You know who went to jail last time for failing to go to the subpoena? Steve Bannon. That's why he said, we're going to jail. If they win the midterms, we're going to jail. Because Steve Bannon knows he knows it because he's been there before. He's felt it. He's gone to jail. He went to jail during the Trump's first administration because after the midterms, he lost it happens all the time. He lost all of his Congress. He's went in with him. The Congress was his. And so he was doing whatever he wants. And then when he ran out during the midterm, it happens to all presidents, he lost the midterms. And then it was Congress was Democrat control. I was into that because the Democrats then can control the agenda and they can slow them down. And here's the thing: if the way it's going, the way all I'm not going to put them here because I'm not going to. I was thinking about putting in some. Maybe I will. Yeah. So all of the signs from the posters. And from the actual, not just the posters, the actual elections, like the 26 special elections before this last weekend, there were Democrat flips. There's a Democrat in Miami for the first time in I don't know how many years. In Mississippi, they had a filibuster. They flipped it. Donald Trump won this district in Texas by 17 points. A Democrat won that district. It was a state house, but that tells you the local houses. People, because we're telling people, go, whenever you see election, go in and vote against the Republicans. And this is even Republicans. And the district that the Democrat won, I heard from the statistics, it said that 51% of people are registered Republicans, 31 are registered Democrats, which means that for that Democrat to win, which means that either Republicans sat home or Republicans are voting for the Democrat. And because they're tired of this, and they won out. They won out. The MAGA flags are coming down. I know someone say the MAGA flags are coming down, and there are some really strongholds of MAGA, and you might live in one. So I know some people get frustrated hearing us say something like it's coming down, it's changing, because they live in the middle of MAGA land, and they're like, I don't know what y'all saying, MAGA's all around. Yeah, they exist. I mean, 77 million of them allegedly voted for Donald Trump, and even if he eroded some base, there's still millions and millions that still exist. So they're still in there. He's chipped off some because his activities, the Epstein files. The way the Charlie Kirk, you know, the fact he's doing nothing for people, all the grifting, the stealing, and telling them that they can't have guns, all that stuff. So people are like, why people are feeling, the folks who feel conned are like, okay, this is a con. A lot of people who felt conned are just like, at a jump ship. So he's losing people. He's losing people. He's losing his base. So he got some, but he's losing them. He's losing them. And someone said to me, well, you guys say in the urban centers, but in the rural still not, there's a lot of people, but there's still more people in urban centers. And even in the rural areas, there's a lot of folks who just don't vote. Someone I saw earlier say, I hope, in threads, a comment in my Substack said, I hope this election or all of this stuff that's going on is going to get those people who are apathetic. Maybe somebody from my YouTube channel. All those apathetic people used to sleep out and didn't think anything. Now they realize, oh, smack, I better go vote. Like they didn't realize this Donald Trump may be the thing that makes the voter turnout go higher. I still see in these special elections, these small states, they're not having too much of a voter turnout, but I think a lot of people just don't make time because they don't think the importance of like these small elections, which really matter. Like the Secretary of State, they're the ones that handed over your damn voter rolls. You know, that's a really important job. You know, the local judgeships, all those things really matter, but people don't think about those things. They don't really think about it. They only vote like the big races and the midterms and the presidential elections. So I'm hoping we're going to have a record turnout because people are going to be running to the polls because you'll be like, see what happens if you sat out last time? So everybody needs to be like, every single person, you're responsible. If he wins again and you don't go, you're responsible, everybody. So he knows the writing's on the wall. He's very unpopular. I think about it is, and he's delusional, but he's fakes like he's delusional, but he's not. He's scared because he'll say, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Like, for example, when he says, like, I didn't, I didn't watch it. But he knows every single thing about it. Like, I didn't watch the Grammys. But then I was like, oh, he did a horrible job as a host. Did you watch it or not? How do you know he did a horrible job? So, and he'll say, like, oh, he got caught the other day saying, I don't know anything about something about the Epstein files or something. I didn't see something. And then they were just like, but you tweet socialed about it like 5 times last night. But then the next day, the reporter, he's a liar. He's a pathological liar. He lies all the time. He lies like he reads. He's a liar. Lies all the time. So don't listen to the liar. He's a liar. He just lies. He's a terrible person. He's just scared. He's just scared that, and like I said, not just the chairmanships that he loses in the fall. He's also going to lose the, someone's blocking traffic. It's snowing, and so the roads, they do a terrible job plowing here in the United States. And I'm in Maryland, suburb of DC, and they do a terrible job of plowing, and they block the roads because So he, what was I saying? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Is going to lose. Oh, so not just he loses the subpoena thing, but also if he gets enough, if we get enough, if he lose bad enough, some senators lose their jobs if they need to. If people just like do a referendum and tell the senators like they had an opportunity to stop this and they didn't, and they lose 2/3, Operation 2/3. They lose 2/3. You know what happens? They lose 2/3. They can, if they get 2/3 majority in Congress, the Democrats and Independents, Donald Trump will get impeached and convicted and removed from office. And then once he gets removed from office, I think that he's done a lot of things as criminal that has nothing to do with his official acts. There's plenty to pick from. And so with a new administration, or when he gets removed, I don't know what's going to happen afterwards, but he gets removed, there's a free-for-all. He's now a private citizen, so all his crimes, everybody can just charge him up, and he's on his way back to jail. Or he's actually going to jail this time. And then actually, depending on what's going on in Georgia, they could revive that case because the judge just dismissed it, leaving the door open for him to come back. So, and he already got convicted in New York. So he'll spend the rest of his lonely, decrepit life. And he needs to go because the stuff he's alleged to have done, he deserves it. I mean, he's going to hell. That's what he kept trying to say. I need to go to heaven. Because he knows he did, allegedly, but I believe. And so he's trying to get into heaven. That's why we kept talking about heaven, because he knows he's a disgusting person and he's not a nice person. He's a horrible human being. So